Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Nurul Hidayati from class PBI A English Education Department of UIN Alauddin Makassar. The Honorable Mr. Lecturer Dr. Khairudin SEP Mhum. In this video I will answer 9 questions. Let's start. Question number 1. What do you know of the formulation stage and syntactical knowledge? My answer is the formulation stage is the activity of creating or preparing language production by selecting appropriate words and sentence structures to produce meaningful speech. The words chosen are words that are relevant and capable of expressing semantic and pragmatic aspects of the message to be conveyed. According to Jarrett in 1975, at this stage, a person will use his mind to choose the word that will be used to represent the meaning that was previously determined at the conceptualization stage. Next, about syntactical knowledge. Syntactical knowledge refers to the speaker's skill in integrating the properties of language, namely the lexical and grammatical properties that will convey abstract concepts in the mind to be spoken in communications. Next, questions number 2. What is the relationship between formulation stage and syntactical knowledge? Explain your answer. My answer is in the formulation stage, we need syntactic knowledge because syntactic knowledge refers to the speaker's skill in combining language properties, namely relevant lexical and grammatical properties, which will convey abstract concepts in the mind to be spoken in communication. Next, question number 3. What are the differences among lemma, lexem, word, vocabulary, as well as entry? Explain your answer. My answer is, first, lemma is our ability to find which words are relevant in accordance with the semantic and pragmatic specifications of the concept in our minds by connecting facts or concepts and relevant words that have meaning according to the facts. Next, about lemma. After our mind find the lemma relevant words to use in conveying the concept, next our mind will immediately work to convert the lemma into the lexem. According to Warren P. 2013, lexem is a form of words that have been determined to be used to represent facts, whether used orally or internally right. Next, words. Words are the basic units of a language that have individual meaning, where they can be combined to form phrases, sentences, and larger units of meaning. Next, about vocabulary. Vocabulary refers to all the words in a language or a person's knowledge of a language. Okay, the last about an entra is a words or phrase in the dictionary along with an explanation of its meaning with additional explanations in the form of word class, pronunciation, etymology, example of usage, and so on. Next, questions number 4. What do you know of grammatical encoding in the formulation stage? Explain your answer and give example. My answer is knowledge of grammatical coding. When we have obtained the lexeme, our minds will immediately carry out this process, combining these lexemes into a series of sentences using our implicit knowledge grammar. Implicit knowledge of grammar refers to the knowledge of constructing sentences that we have gathered from personal experience and context. This knowledge is the knowledge that we use to assemble lexemes into coherent sentences that will represent a concept or facts in our minds. In this case, Sharon M. 1980 argued that grammatical coding consists of two separate but interrelated processes, namely functional processing and position processing. Next, question number 5. What do you know of the articulation stage and phonological knowledge? My answer is the articulation stage refers to the act of pronouncing concept that produce a series of clear, easy to hear and effective, easy to understand speeches. Okay, phonological knowledge. Phonological knowledge may be understood as our ability to construct sentences according to the concepts existing in our minds and pronounce them with proper speech sound as suitable according to phonological rules. Okay, next question number 6. What is the relationship between articulation stage and phonological knowledge? Explain your answer. And my answer is the articulation stage refers to the act of pronouncing concepts that produce a series of clear, easy to hear and effective, easy to understand speeches. And to be able to carry out the articulation stages with such a quality, we need phonological knowledge. Phonological knowledge may be understood is our ability to construct sentences according to the concept existing in our minds and pronounce them with proper speech sound suitable according to phonological rules. Okay, next question number 7. What is phonological rules and what are its characteristics? Explain your answer. My answer, my answer is according to Hayes B. 2009, explicitly emphasizes that knowledge of phonological rules enables a person to convey messages or abstract ideas stored in his mind become real sounds that are articulate when he's spoken to convey a message. Thus, it can be said that the application the rules of phonological knowledge will start from the process of finding lemma sounds, that underlying representation or the phonemes stored in the speaker's mind, to the articulation process of the surface from of the lemma, what the speaker actually said. Hayes B. 99 further states that in general, phonological rules can be characterized by some characteristics include phonological rules are intuitive. This characteristic indicates that phonological rules allow speakers to be intuitive about which sounds of words of a particular language are well formed or acceptable. Next, about phonological rules are untaught and unconscious. This characteristic shows that phonological rules are generally not obtained by studying them formally or without any explicit teaching, but are obtained naturally, and we generally acquire these rules without being aware of them, since they are internalized into our minds through our communication interactions with others from time to time at the very early age of an I, according of Orbit IM at 2016. Next, phonological rules are language specificity. From these characteristics, we can know that the phonological rules will definitely differ from the language to another. Again, next, phonological rules are language productivity. This characteristic illustrates that phonological rules are frequently applied universally, even to new words in a language. Okay, the questions number 8. What do you know of phonological encoding? Explain your answer. My answer is, according Warren P. 2013, defines phonological coding as the process of assigning sounds, assigning sounds to the abstract form of a word. Process phonological encoding starts from concept or abstract idea, and then lemma or relevant words, and lexeme or lexicalization, and the last finally arrives at phonological encoding. Okay, the last questions, number 9. As a whole, can you explain the process of language production? And my answer is, there are a series of processes that occur in language production, namely, first, the conceptualization stage. The first stage of language production is conceptualization, which can be understood as a process of bringing concept, ideas, or intentions into our minds as an initial preparation before we start speaking. To be able to carry out this stage, we need semantic knowledge, that is, the knowledge possessed by a person so that he or she is able to formulate and determine the meaning or message to be conveyed before speaking. Okay, next, the formulation stage. The second stage of language production is the formulation stage. The formulation stage refers to the activity of creating or preparing language production by selecting appropriate words and sentence structures combined to make meaningful speech. In order for this formulation stage to be carried out effectively, we must have syntactical knowledge. Okay, and next, the articulation stage. The articulation stage refers to the act of pronouncing concepts that produce a series of clear, easy to hear, and effective, easy to understand speeches. To be able to carry out the articulation stage with such a quality, we need phonological knowledge, because phonological knowledge may be understood as our ability to construct sentences according to the concept existing in our mind, and pronounce them with proper speech sound suitable according to phonological rules. And maybe that's all from me. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.